Good evening and welcome to the Hofstra Women's Basketball Postgame Press Conference with head coach Danielle Santos-Atkinson, Lynette Corbett, and Alarise Gooden. Coach, give us your thoughts following the win over Stony Brook.
Yes, woo-wee. Glad we're in here talking about there being a win, because as hard as these guys played, I wouldn't have wanted them to have anything else. They got after it. They shared the ball, and they fought through adversity. We had people fall out. We had people get hurt, and the way they stayed connected and continued to play is what I am most proud of for them tonight. We have 5 people in double figures. We had 2 people at the bench in double figures. Just that type of commitment and drive for this team has been so great to see.
Questions?
Hey Coach, big time win obviously, but first of all, any update on Michaela at this point?
No, not at this point. I haven't even had a chance to see her or the doc.
Okay, and then Aloe, with MC going down, obviously it's a big spot for you to close out for the year, and MC goes down mid-game, so you know you're the main ball handler at that point. So how does your mindset change kind of moving ahead in that situation?
Well, it was tough in the beginning because I knew I was in foul trouble, but Janaea and Coach Amber, they're telling me to stay in it, not to check out, and that helped me going into the fourth, and I was able to help my teammates, and they were able to help me, and we were able to go on and run together. So.
For Coach, 5 players you mentioned hitting double figures tonight. It felt like the last couple of games, there was a different hero every game. Now with so many different heroes coming up big tonight for this one. So what does it say about the buy-in? And again, you mentioned the connection, how connected this team has really been over this past couple weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it says a lot. To be down 12 and to fight back and to claw back and get us back in the game and then ultimately win it says a lot just about them and their determination. We've got a crew of seniors that are playing like seniors, and I told them, they want to go out controlling their destiny, and that's what we're doing. And we've got a crew, that next crew coming right along and fighting just as hard. And so, I mean, to have 5 people in double figures, I think is great. Just the connection we've got to continue to have, and we got to continue to outwork folks.
Alarise, to go on that run in the fourth quarter, 13 points without missing a shot, that clutch steal. What is the mindset, and how do you feel? Like, how does it feel to go on that kind of hot streak?
I think you're just like in a flow or in a rhythm. I can't really explain it. Your mind is focused, and every time like I release the ball when I'm shooting, I just kind of know it's going in, and I was kind of just confident in myself. And I couldn't do it without my teammates. I couldn't get that steal without Emma pressuring the ball. My teammates were able to rebound the ball. I was able to push the ball in transition and get those shots and run the offense. So.
And for Alarise, you had that great run in DC last year in the playoffs, and now you come up big with a couple performances the last couple games. So how does it feel to be prepared when your number is called, to have these kinds of big performances like this?
Well, I know I'm a great player. I know I can play this game the right way. So whenever my number is called, I know I'm going to go in. I'm going to make an impact. So.
Lynette, you made some big time plays at the end of the fourth quarter defensively, and then again defensively in overtime. Obviously, you came in hot offensively to start the fourth, but I think the defensive plays really made the difference in this one. So what's your mindset on that end and, close games like this down the stretch?
I just wanted it more. Like, I'm seeing, first we had a great practice plan. Like, we scouted them very well, and I feel like we achieved it. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to go for the steal. You know what I mean? If I don't get it, I know that I have trust in my teammates to have my back, so I can recover. And there was times where I did go and get it, didn't get it, and I still was able to recover because my teammates had my back. So it was really more just wanting it more, but also knowing that if I do make a mistake, my teammates was going to have my back through those mistakes.
Coach, 32 points off the bench with 25 coming from the players beside you, 0 for Stony Brook. What does that say about your team's depth and be able to get scores from anywhere?
Yeah, I just you said it right. And I just think the way everybody has just stepped up down the stretch here, and played with so much confidence has been so great to see. They've continued to work. It's not a surprise to me. Especially for these two. Lene's really been in it, and Aloe's been in it, but the way Aloe has worked, we talked about it before the game, the way Aloe has worked the entire year, regardless of circumstance, is why she's ready right now. And she stepped up and she's been big. Both of them down the stretch, key buckets, key plays, all of it, but that's just that competitive drive that both of them have.
One last one for me, for Coach. we talked before the game about how against William and Mary on Sunday, you guys managed to hold Nascimento to such a low shooting mark, and then again tonight, 6 of 21 for Gonzalez. Obviously, not the shooting percentage I'm sure she'd like to see.
Right.
So, was it a similar game plan in terms of trying to take her away?
It was. Well, we've watched game after game after game, and I want to say one of the games we saw, if there were 60 shots, those guys took 40 of them. And so we knew Ware and Gonzalez would be the two go-to players, that they were going to get up a good bit of the shots. We wanted to play them tough. I think we did a great job on Ware, obviously. I mean, sent her to the free throw line a ton, but did force her into some really tough shots, and it's the luck of the draw at times with some of those calls. But defensively, that's where we're going to hang our hat. The rest of the season, we got to hang our hat on our defense, and these guys have bought in and committed to that.
And for Lene and Coach, obviously, Lene, you've been in and out of the lineup throughout the season, your freshman year. So for you, just having a night like tonight where you come off the bench, you have such a great performance, what does this do for your confidence and your overall confidence heading into the late stages of the season?
It boosted more, like, just having, like, support and stuff. Like, it was hard, being in and out, and, like, it definitely, like, was something that I struggled with, but I'm really grateful to come out and help my team and know that I helped my team to get this win. I have, like, my teammates were crying, like, you know what I mean, and it really, like, touched my heart because it's like I was able to help them get this win. So I don't know, it just gives me confidence.
After like an energetic and speedy first quarter, it seemed like you wanted the team to play with a little bit more speed, aggressiveness in the second and third quarter. What was the talk like to get that transition back in the fourth quarter and overtime, where you held them to such little scoring numbers?
Yeah, we had to get stops. I think that's what we were doing in those other quarters. When we were able to get stops and we can play it off the rim, then we're able to get ourselves going in transition. There were so many times that we were fouling, sending them to the free throw line, or they were hitting shots. So we were taking it out of the net. That gave them an opportunity to get set up in their press, gave them opportunity to set their defense. So it stalled our transition some. I think when we got back to getting more stops, we were able to then push and get back out in transition.
And for Coach, there were a lot of stoppages and reviews after some of the fouls, free throws, and everything. So, like, in those moments where there are a lot of stoppages between the plays, what's the message? Well, yes, you don't know what's going to happen. Just keep the focus on the game, regardless of what happens, to be prepared to come out and pull out a game like this.
Yeah, I mean, we talk it both ways, right? We're coaching it up both ways, in our favor, not in our favor. How do we go? We've got a plan for both sides, and they've got to just stay ready and engaged to go out and execute that plan.
Just one more for me. I promise I'll let you guys go. But obviously, KT hasn't played as much this year, but with, Michaela going down, you go a little deeper in your rotation. She plays 8 minutes tonight, and a few possessions she's guarding Gonzalez, and I thought she did a pretty good job. So what did you see from her in the run that she got tonight that gives you confidence in her?
Yeah, I thought she came in and did well. I thought she came in William and Mary and had really good minutes in that stretch. But she's come in, she's defended and played well defensively, gotten out in transition, and the baskets the opportunities that she had, that she was open, she looked to score at the basket. That's what we ask of them. Come in, be ready, be engaged, know the game plan, and be ready to play your game in your role.
This concludes tonight's post-game press conference. Coach, Lene, Alo, thank you.
Thank you.